This is J&J Boxing. Today is August 28th, 2019. I'm John Hamburger, also known as Blaze Jays. I'm here with my man.
What's going on? It's your boy Jordan. What's up with y'all, man?
Yeah, my man Jordan in the building. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, hey, we got a lot of things to talk about. Got some interesting news in boxing. Talk about the fight on Saturday. I had to go out of town. I totally forgot about it, so I apologize. I'm wearing my Fight is Heaven T-shirt I got from Muhammad Ali's training camp. We went to a couple episodes back. First things first. Like I said, we are in Maryland, Southern Maryland. Me and Jordansky, big Nationals fans, and currently they're up 8-2 over the Baltimore Orioles. Hopefully they win. But my man Max Scherzer, his 8th straight season with 200 strikeouts. And he pitched tonight. They took him out when they were at 5-2. I guess they were in a little jam. I think it was like the 5th inning. They took him out. But, man, that's dope, man. My man Mad Max is cooking shit. I think it's like his 3rd year with the Nationals, if I'm not mistaken. But, man, I'm glad we got him. And I know he was with the Detroit Tigers before, so... Hey man, shout out to that man Mad Max, man. What you think about Scherzer getting an 8th straight year with 200 strikeouts?
He's the best pitcher on the team. Shit.
Oh, absolutely. Arguably the best pitcher in the National League. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, yeah, that's that. The big news, and I was so shocked when I heard this on Saturday night, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was when Andrew Luck, or maybe it was Sunday night. I was coming back from Pittsburgh, and I saw it on my phone. I saw that Andrew Luck, or Adam Schefter reported Andrew Luck had said he wants to retire. I had to do a double take. I said, what? So I look, I see Andrew Luck retires. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then to come to find out, the news broke during the preseason game, like during the 3rd preseason game. And so me and Jordan were having some discussions beforehand. Jordan, what are your thoughts on Andrew Luck retiring?
I mean, that's him. That's his decision, and I'm glad he made a decision. That's for the people that booed, it's a shitty city. Y'all deserve everything that's going to happen to you, and I really hope that Jacoby can do something for y'all, and I hope T.Y. stays. I don't think T.Y. stays after this year. I think T.Y. is going to demand a trade next season. Good for him. I hope he does, and I hope Jacoby has a good season to the point where he's able to go to a different team. That's a shitty city for people to boo a man that gave y'all seven good years. Even though you could say 2 years he was, you could probably say probably 2 or 3 years he was hurt, but he worked with what was given to him, and it's kind of bullshit. People are down talking him and saying like maybe he could have went on IR and maybe he could have did this and did that. You can't say that if it's not you. You're not the one sitting behind a shitty offensive line trying to make beef stew out of fucking shit, out of diarrhea, and it's ridiculous that people are down talking him. His body's been beat to shit. Lacerated kidney. Would tear abdominal, would tear damaged cartilage, shoulder injury, and just recently his calf injury that was going to turn to that. They said it might be turned to his ankle, and that was an ankle injury. So, and the dude is young. Like, why would he keep putting his body on the line if at a young age where, okay, this year they had a solid team this year too. They had on paper their team was pretty solid. They could have been a solid Super Bowl contender.
The Vegas over/under was 9.5.
And they
so they were projected basically to be a 9-10 win team.
That's not bad though. It's still that's like they were in talks of running a division. Like with Andrew Luck there, they're a playoff team when Andrew Luck is there. Understandable, okay. At the same time, like I said, that's bullshit, and I really shame on the people that booed him. Like, really shame on y'all. That's a really shitty city to boo a man who literally put y'all on his back for 7 years, and it did wonderful things for that city. Put y'all on the back for 7 years. He gave a heartfelt speech. Understands on the preseason game that he did it. Yeah, could he done it early in the year? Which somebody even said, somebody made sense because Calvin Johnson did it before preseason. Barry Sanders did it before preseason. Why couldn't you done it before preseason? Why would you say come back? You're coming back and gets everybody's hopes up. But at the same time, it's like, man, damn, I just got hurt again. I don't want to go through this again. Okay, y'all got me a good offensive line. Y'all got me a solid team this year, but I gave y'all 7 years, dedicated my body. I can't do this no more. Like this is stressful. It's. I'm gonna say I understand. Like you getting paid millions. People, I heard somebody say, "Hey man, you getting paid millions." Like I wish I could just leave my job. Well, motherfucker, you can't leave your job. Go ahead, tell your boss tomorrow. Take the initiative and tell him I'm stressed out. I want to leave. Go into HR, ask for a leave of absence. Go do that. Will you get 24.5 mil as a settlement, or 24? Would you get 24.5 mil like Andrew Luck got? They allowed him to keep the money. Hell no, you not. He deserved that fucking money. He deserved to keep that money up, and like that's a good on for the coach organization for allowing him to keep that money too, man. That's a good look. You look at people like just last weekend after LeBron McClain just came out and said, just tweeted, man, like he can't sleep. He's going through stuff. Like, come on, why would you want Andrew Luck to be in that situation too? Like, that's sad that both of them. It's a different situation, but that's sad that you got players that feel like that. Players that are playing through injuries. We don't even know about other players that are playing through injuries. Take the fucking Trent Williams situation. He doesn't want to play for the organization no more. He doesn't want to play for the Redskins no more because of the way they handled his injury. There's been a lot of people that have said that their organization doesn't handle injuries very well. But last year they was like rated one of the best teams when it came to injuries. So that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like this is an ongoing problem in the league. Like this should be addressed. Like this is when you got some shit like that. Because even I was surprised when I heard about it. Because I'm like, damn, I got T.Y. on my fantasy team. Now I was being selfish at first, but then when I heard this man talk and he was choking up the whole entire time, like son, that hit home. It's like, god dang, man, that would suck. Like that would suck. I didn't play football on the college level. I only played little league in high school. So I know what it is to be with your teammates and to be like, man, when you feel like you know you can do it, but deep down inside it's like I can't do this no more. And you came to come to jail together with those guys. It's like your family, and it's feel like you letting them down. People don't understand. Like maybe that's what's going through his mind too. Like I'm letting my friends down. Not only my teammates, but this is my family and my friends for real. I'm letting them down, but that's his personal thing. People should not. That's just the stuff I've been hearing, man. Like it's just been really, really sad and really, really bad. And I applaud the local sports station 106.7. Mostly everybody, all the hosts that are on that station have all said the right things. They've been having discussions about it. They've been talking about it. They understand the same thing too. And they're the ones who I got the information from about, because I knew that Barry Sanders left early and I knew that Calvin Johnson left early. They gave me information on like they left, but when they did it before preseason. I can understand that. I guess that's the only thing I agree with everybody on. Why couldn't you tell us before preseason? But he didn't know he was gonna get hurt during camp. So that's another thing. So man, it's just a crazy situation, bro.
He got hurt back in March though, and man, it didn't, and I think it was just last week or the week or two before where he was out there like during their last preseason game, or it might have been the first one, or the first or second one. But he was out there, he was running, he was throwing the ball, and was looking great. And so, man, I feel everything that Jordan is saying. I saw the press conference too. I saw that. I don't know if it's fair to call Indianapolis a shitty city
It's a shitty city.
Well, after I mean, just because of what those fans did shouldn't represent everybody. But the thing is, and like we said before, I probably would have been out there booing them too, bro. How do you leave during the third? How does it come out during the preseason game, bro? These are paying fans. These are basically season ticket holders, because most people I know aren't really buying preseason tickets like that. But still, like, bruh, how do you leave? How do you retire? Like, how does the news break during the game?
Just like it did.
And you saying, what's wrong with going to IR? Like, see, that's what I'm saying. It's because he's kind of put the Colts in a bad situation.
And the Colts put him in a bad situation for 7 years.
Okay.
For 7 years. Okay, nothing. That does not trump. The man put his body on the line for 7 fucking years. 7 years. You're not the one standing behind. No one was standing behind a shitty offensive line for 7 years. Okay, you got him a good team this year. 7 years, this man. So that means, and take this into account. He's not the only one that been on a shitty team for 7 years. You right, because T.Y. Hilton has that. He can say the same shit. Like, man, I've been on this shitty squad for 7 years, and without Andrew Luck here, I'm not going to do nothing because this is a shitty squad and we have a shitty backup for real. But we don't know what's going to happen with Jacoby this year. Hopefully he can turn around. Hopefully he can do something this year. Hopefully, I mean, the last time he was quarterback, T.Y. had his second lowest receiving yardage for the season. That was like he had 990 something with only he didn't even get double digits of touchdowns, but he got 23% of the passes thrown to him. So he was still productive, and with Jacoby still spread out the ball, but at the same time, it's not going to be that before that season he had a 1,400-yard season. That was with Andrew Luck. So it's not going to be the same production. He's still going to be like a top 15 receiver because he's the best receiver on the team. He might even be the best player on the team when it comes to the best offensive player on the team when it comes to it. So I'm not going to say he's the best player on the team, but he might damn well be for real with Andrew Luck being gone now. Like, it's time for other people to step up on the team too. It's time for y'all to step up now. He's not there. Move on. I know it sucks that he did it that soon, but he had to do it. That's his life. That's his body, man. He's about to have a fucking kid. He just got married. Like, fuck that. I want to see my family. I want to be able to be around for my kids. I want to be around for my family. I don't want to take a hit, and maybe this will be the last hit that I ever take because I'm going to be I'm going to be confined to a wheelchair or something. Every player goes through that. Yes, every player goes through that, but every player doesn't take the initiative like he did. He wanted to go. He bowed out, and that's what he did.
If he had done this shit in May,
it would have been okay. It would have been okay.
But at this point in August, it's like, can we just try to make it to December? Like, can we put you on IR for 8 weeks? See how you feel in 8 weeks. If you're done for the season, if you don't want to play, that's cool. We respect that. But can you just try to give it a go? Because we need you. Like, you're the quarterback's the most important position. We need you. We need you, Andrew Luck. That's why you're the highest paid player on the team.
Then they already said he was thinking about this before already. He was already having thoughts of it already. So this was already a premeditated thing. He was already thinking about it. He just came to the decision. I'm pretty sure he talked to everybody that he had to talk to. Did he talk to his teammates? I'm pretty sure he didn't talk to his teammates because I think that Andrew Luck is that type of person. Like, I just don't want to let him down. Like, yeah, and he knows they would have talked him into doing it. So he had to step away and talk to his family, the head of the organization, the ownership, the coaches. I'm pretty sure he talked to all of them, but teammates didn't get spoken to. So in that regards, like I said, I understand where other people coming from. I understand where people come from and say maybe you should have said something, talked about it before. Maybe do it before preseason. Maybe do it even before the fucking draft, for real. Do it before the draft. Just, if you don't want to come back, just retire. Okay, you retire. It's all right. Now we know we need to work on. We need to get a quarterback. If we ain't gonna get a quarterback this year, we need to get a quarterback next year. We might have to tank. Okay, we know what our goals are this season. But putting him on IR ain't gonna solve shit. If he didn't want to play, he's not gonna want to play in 8 weeks. He didn't want to play. I remember exactly telling you this shit before this even happened. I said, I can look at Andrew Luck's face and tell you he ain't playing this season. I know he don't want to play. He don't want to play no more. I know he just didn't want to play no more. It just said it all over him. Like, those interviews that he was talking about, like, oh, I'm going to be ready. Nah, man, you ain't going to be ready. You ain't trying to play no more, man.
Nice.
He was looking nice, yes, but it's just like, nah, he didn't want to play no more. He was done. I don't think he's done forever. I think he's going to do an Urban Meyer. I think he's going to take like a year or two off and come back and just get away from Indianapolis. I think that's what it really was for real. That's my true feeling. I think it was really to get away from Indianapolis.
I mean, I just feel like he could have took 2 months and then retire.
Nah, I don't take 2 months. If you want to retire now and get it over with.
I'd have booed him. I'd have been out there, boo. Maybe I'm a trashy individual, so I don't know. Hey, it don't matter. It is what it is. Hey, you know what I thought was dope though, and we were watching this about the guy Rocky Blyer, the fullback for the Steelers during the '70s, during their Super Bowl runs. It was dope because he was like an 8th round pick or something like that, like a low round pick. And back in the days when they had like multiple rounds, more than 7 rounds in the draft, maybe it's a 10th round pick, something like that. But anyway, he played fullback, and I don't remember where he went to college, but he went to Vietnam, and he lost like half his foot or something. Or it's like he messed his foot up real bad, and so came back, worked real hard, was playing for the Steelers, and I think it was after like the 1973 season. He was like, man, he done. Like, he didn't tell his teammates for real, but, you know what I'm saying? He just felt like he was finished. Like, he was like, man, it was a good run, you know, but it's over. And, like, they said, he was like, the players were about to get together, like, have a meeting or something, or you do, like, a get-together, whatever the case may be. And I think it was the offensive lineman called Rocky Bleier out there and said, hey, man, you want to, you coming? And Rocky was like, nah, man, I'm done. Like, I'm not playing anymore. He said, you're not playing anymore? What you mean? And Bleier kind of went into, like, man, I'm just finished. Like, I'm just tired of football and everything like that. And whatchamacallit, the dude was like, nah, man, at least come to camp, though. You know, don't quit. Like, don't, you know, he went into a whole spiel about, you know, we don't like the coaches enough to give them the decision to control to release us. If they're going to release us, they got to have a reason. You don't just up and quit. And Rocky Bleier was like, yeah, that's true. Came to training camp, made the team, and went on to win 4 Super Bowls with the Steelers and shit. And anyway, I thought that was a dope-ass story when we were watching about how, you know, Rocky Bleier had come back. I'd never heard that. A lot of my family, my grandfather and a lot of them up in Pennsylvania are big Steelers fans. And so I knew about Rocky Bleier and everything, and I knew about, like, how he got hurt in Vietnam. But, man, I thought that was dope. Like, yeah, nah, don't give them, you know, we got to give them a reason to cut you. You don't just quit. Like, fuck that shit. You know, keep on pressing on. So I thought that shit was pretty dope. Anyway, is that all in the football news? Man, you know, I think the Redskins, it is what it is, but man, I think we're gonna go like 8-8, 9, maybe like 7-9, 8-8, somewhere in there. I think we're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I like how we're looking a little bit. Like, I don't know, maybe we can be all right. You feel me? What you think about your Falcons thus far in the preseason?
I don't know. We lose every preseason. We got a preseason losing streak. Who cares about the? I don't even watch the preseason. Who cares about it?
No, I mean, just kind of see like how the starters are and how everything's going.
We didn't even play Julio Jones. We kept him out for precautions. Matt Ryan came in, I think, like the 3rd preseason game.
Yeah, he's playing against us.
So, we really don't play. We don't play stars in preseason. We use preseason for what it's for. The fucking backups and the rookies. Get you guys experience and see who's going to make the team on a bubble. See who's going to make the team. That's what it's used for.
Right. Absolutely. All right, so I want to talk about the fight from Saturday. Kovalev fought Yard, and man, it was crazy. So going into the fight, I was hearing the announcers talking about it. The Yard didn't spar. Like, he didn't do, and I don't know if that's something he didn't do in previous fights or if he just started doing in this fight. But yeah, he didn't do any sparring. He was just, you know, just doing the other drills, you know, and stuff like that. So he did no sparring, and I guess he felt like he'd be fresh, or there'd be less wear and tear on him going into the fight. But anyway, they kept talking about it because he seemed like he got tired in the later rounds. I forgot what round it was, but one of them, he was giving Kovalev some shots. Like, he was losing most of the fight, but he
round 8.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was about to actually say that, round 8. You know, he started seeming like he was making a little comeback, like hit Kovalev a couple times, but
he was actually tagging Kovalev the whole entire fight. Just Kovalev was just a little bit more crisper and a little bit more accurate. Kovalev, actually, the hits that he was hitting Kovalev with, it looked like it gave Kovalev a little bit of damage, because I know he hit Kovalev with a nice shot in the 4th round that really that got Kovalev stumbled a little bit. But Kovalev was controlling the fight the whole entire time. I mean, you could just tell. But I respect Kovalev because after the fight, he literally came up to Yarde and told him, "You're gonna be a champion one day. Are you a good fighter? You're gonna be a champion one day." And that's true. Maybe if he would have, maybe he didn't spar. Maybe that was the edge that got him, because he did look tired in the later rounds. But Yarde's gonna be a good fighter. Yarde is a young guy who has I liked it. I like watching Yarde.
Yeah,
I already knew. I picked Kovalev going into the fight because I liked Kovalev anyway. Kovalev has the experience, even though Yarde is younger, And like Kovalev said, he got all those. He has muscles and stuff, but can he box? Like I'm going to outbox him. Kovalev did it. He outboxed him. And Kovalev had a strategy and stuck to his strategy. That's where experience comes in at. And I'm glad that fight. I'm glad that fight happened. That was a good fight because that showed that Yarde can step up to the. He can step up to the spotlight and step up with the big guys, and he can actually hold his own. I mean, even though it was a TKO, I believe, it's still.
No, it was a knockout.
It was a knockout?
Yeah, he knocked him out with a jab because Yard was tired, bro. He was done. Like, he just hit him with a jab.
Ninth round,
he hit him with a jab in the 11th, and it was KO.
Damn,
he was done.
He was tired then.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I stopped watching at the 9th, but that's good then. Like, even the analysts and the commentators were saying, like, man, that was to have that loss on your record was really not that bad. It was an impressive fight, even though you got KO'd. Because even the guy, even who was that? The guy was talking to him at the end of the fight. He was asking him a question like, don't you feel proud of yourself? And Yarde and his corner, Yarde and his trainer said, no, like we lost the fight. Like, man, come on, how can I be proud? I lost the fight. Yeah, it was a good fight, but I lost it. Like, there's nothing to be proud of. I got to go back in, work on something, get the game plan ready for the next fight, and I'll be back. And I respect Yarde, and I believe that he is going to be back. Kovalev, keep doing your thing, man. Kovalev is something to mess with. At this old age, I think he was like 36. At the age of 36, he's doing his thing.
He's good. I mean,
he's good though. He's really good though. I like Kovalev. I think Kovalev can do his thing. I think Kovalev's going to do his thing.
They said that Kovalev's having second thoughts on fighting Canelo Alvarez though. I don't know. I assume Kovalev would have to move down to 168.
He shouldn't move down at all. Kovalev should stay where he's at. Tell to move up.
Man, fuck this shit. I'm not fighting Canelo. Like, for what? Like, I know it'd be a big ass payday.
Tell Canelo to fight Yarde. Like, do that first. Shit.
Man, tell him to fight Andrade, and we gonna get on that too.
Yeah, how about that? Fight
you know what I'm saying?
You fucking bum.
Yeah.
Stop saying that shit.
Avoiding people.
You know what's crazy? I was watching Canelo versus Amir Khan, even though Canelo knocked Amir Khan out. Good God. Even that was an old fight, but he knocked his ass out. Like, that shit was crazy. He knocked him out and went over there to go check on him and shit. That's how you knew the knockout was like. That joint was a vicious knockout. At the end of the fight, they gave Amir Khan praise for taking the fight, which I didn't understand. It's like, nigga, you got knocked out. Like, how they gonna give you praise for getting knocked out, man? Like, you got knocked out in fashion. Like, Yarde got knocked out, but Yarde put up a good fight, and it came down to the wire, and Yarde was tired. But, nigga, you got knocked out. Like, that was a clean shot, clean knockout. You haven't seen that fight, watch it. At the end of the fight, though, Amir Khan and Amir Khan's corner all said at the same time, like, I put up this fight, I did this, I stepped up to the plate. It's time for Canelo to step up and fight Triple G. That was the first time that he was supposed to fight. That was the first time that they fought. That was before the first time they fought. Triple G won and Triple G versus Canelo won. This is before that fight. And they kept saying, like, come on, man, you gotta like fight him. Like, step up and fight him. Stop dodging. You dodging. He's dodging. Maybe he is dodging Andrade. Maybe he's scared of him. Like, that's crazy. Why would you want to? Why are you moving up to light heavyweight? Why would you even consider somebody moving down to fight you? Like, why would I, as a champion in light heavyweight division, why would I move down to fight somebody in the middleweight division? For what? What does that gain me? Go move down and become a champion in the middleweight division? Just to move back up to continue to defend my belt and maybe unify the light heavyweight division. That, to me, that makes no sense at all. Hopefully to Kovalev doesn't make any sense either. Yeah, like, hopefully, but still, I understand that chasing that big payday, but yeah, Dodger. You're going to go down in history as a Dodger.
I mean, who's a Dodger?
Bro, he's dodging Andrade. Like,
I thought you were talking about Kovalev.
No, I'm talking about Canelo. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Kovalev will probably have to go down there.
I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why Kovalev would do that. To me, it wouldn't make sense to Kovalev to be like, all right, I'm going to move down, because automatically this fight's going to be a title fight, though, because it has to, unless it's a non-title fight. That would make no sense to me, though. But why would I move down?
He tried to take Canelo's belts. But yeah, I'm with you.
That doesn't make any sense.
It seems stupid, though. And yeah, I'm with you. Canelo seems like he's ducking Andrade. Like, bro, why are you so pressed to fight Kovalev? Like,
yeah,
I don't understand what the. And yeah.
Don't give me no Triple G versus Canelo 4 either. 3, yeah. Don't give me that shit. Like, that feels like it's been number 4.
Like, right. All the talking.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to see that shit. Nobody wants to see that shit, bro.
Hey, what I thought was dope though, I was watching the Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez. Remy's Corner had like a little like their series of fights, and he broke it down round by round by round. It was really cool, and like kind of showing the highlights of each round and everything like that. And son, you know, in the first round of their first fight, Pacquiao knocked Juan Manuel Marquez down 3 times. Like, and the fight continued. Like, he knocked him down the first round 3 times, and I think, like, through the rest of their fights, he knocked him down like one or 2 times more. Like, but it's funny in the first round, he knocked him down 3 times. Like, I thought that shit was crazy. So basically in the first one, it was ruled a draw. In the second one, Pacquiao won. In the third one, Pacquiao won. And then the fourth one, he got knocked the fuck out. And so basically, Pacquiao officially went 2-1-1 in the series, right? And isn't it crazy how Pacquiao knocked Cuz down 3 times in the first round, and the first fight was still a draw? Like, yeah, what's his name? Juan Manuel Marquez came back, but son, so the joint was crazy. So basically, I had it how just looking at the highlights and everything, and just kind of viewing it round by round. I thought the first one was a draw. I was cool with that, like 100%. Like I thought that joint was a draw. The second one, I actually thought Marquez won that joint. I thought Marquez won the second joint. I think did he knock Pacquiao down? Maybe I don't think he did knock him down in the second fight, but it was a close fight. But I thought Marquez won that joint when officially Pacquiao won. In the third joint, I thought it was a draw, whereas the judges officially gave it to Pacquiao, and I actually thought it was a draw in the third one. And then the fourth one, Marquez knocked him down once early, and then it was like the 6th round, he knocked him down again, and Pacquiao was asleep. And so anyway, it was dope. Like, man, that was a competitive fight series. And what's funny is probably all time, Pacquiao definitely probably rates higher than Marquez, but Marquez just matchup wise, stylistically gave Pacquiao a lot of problems. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of crazy how that works. Like how a guy can actually be better, but you know what I'm saying, certain guys give him more issues than the other guy. And that's what I think, than other guys. And that's what I think a problem with Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz is. I think Ruiz is a tough matchup stylistically, stylistically for Joshua. Whereas, like, I feel that the way how he throws his punches and bunches, you know what I'm saying? How he throws those flurries, and him being shorter, you feel me? Like, man, I think that matchup wise, it creates a problem for Joshua.
I don't think so. I think Joshua wasn't prepared. I think Joshua got humble. What he needed. Joshua needed that shit. Good slice of humble fucking pie. He probably didn't train well. Probably came in there and doubted Andy like he was a bitch. That's what I truly think. Like, he came in there, and good for Andy Ruiz, as I knew Andy Ruiz, that was a good ass strategy. He took the first knockdown, looked at him, was like, all right, you know what? Mm-hmm. Fuck all that other shit. I'm about to go do my strategy. So with the corner telling me I'm about to bull rush this man, give him some good ass, and that's what was tight. I like that he did that. He pressured Anthony Joshua. No more difference. And then you know what? Even after he pieced up Joshua and got Joshua dizzy, Joshua still didn't respect his power. So that goes to show you that Joshua didn't take that fight serious at all. And he paid dearly for it. If he does it again, he's gonna pay dearly again. But like I said, if it goes down to another fight, I don't think neither one of them knock each other out, because I don't got Anthony Joshua being able to knock out Andy Ruiz, because I feel like Andy Ruiz, after he took that one shot that he took from Joshua, he should have been KO'd. But goddamn, like,
I mean, see, it was a tough joint, but like you said, it was like something clicked in his mind, like.
Right, something clicked in his mind, like, bet, yeah, I'm not, yeah,
alright, this shit real, like,
yeah, you think I'm a bitch, so now I'm about to show you. But that's why I say I think next fight is going to be a split decision. I think Joshua takes it 2-1, like split decision.
Ruiz going.
But I think Ruiz going to give him a. Ruiz ain't going out. I said Ruiz ain't going out like no bitch. He's not getting knocked out. He's not getting knocked out. If anybody gets knocked out, the second fight is going to be Anthony Joshua again. Anthony Joshua does not win by knockout. He wins by either split decision or majority decision. Like, that's how I feel, because
it's going to be tough.
It's going to be a tough fight. Yeah, it's going to be a tough fight. But I don't think that he's going to lose the second fight. I think they're going to have a third match, though. I think that's what's going to happen. It's only right that they have a third match. If Anthony Joshua is a man, he should give Ruiz.
ain't
And you know he's not because Eddie Hearns is not going to allow it. But he should. And for real, I don't think Eddie Ruiz should even fight Joshua. I think because with all this shenanigans going on, I think he should be like, you know what, fuck you. You can wait. Go back to the bottom of the line. I'm going to go fight Deontay Wilder. And just...
Nah, they gonna set it off in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah, I know they are, but still, I'm saying, like, if it was any more bullshit that comes out, it was like, nah, all right, you're doing too much. Maybe it's not you, maybe it's Eddie. I'm going to go fight somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it.
And we gonna work this shit out in court. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I wanted to say though, and I kind of think how like we talk about like big upsets, like especially in the heavyweight division, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, Liston Clay won, you know what I'm saying, or how like when Holyfield beat Tyson the first time. Or like, you know what I'm saying, talk about like all like the different upsets, or the Cinderella Man when he beat I forgot the dude he beat, but whoever he beat back in the day, and it was like 10-1 and shit like that. Like the one thing is like I feel like Andy Ruiz is kind of getting grouped into like the Buster Douglas type of category, and even though like Buster Douglas already had like multiple losses on his record compared to Ruiz, who doesn't, like I don't know, people kind of I think throwing him into that boat. And the one thing that I would say is I thought Buster Douglas was really good. Like I think on his best day, Buster Douglas could beat a lot of fighters. It's just, you know what I'm saying, he had external issues outside of boxing. Like,
I mean, he wasn't even dedicated. He wasn't dedicated.
Yeah, he didn't really want it. It felt like his father wanted it more than he did, and he kind of got jealous. Like sort of like, damn, it's about my dad more than it's about me. Like, and he fired his father as his trainer and stuff. You see that every once in a while. I know Roy Jones did that with his dad back in the day. But yeah, I thought Buster Douglas on his best day, like. This motherfucker was 6'3", 235 with like a long ass reach, like an 82-inch reach. Like, son, Buster Douglas was good. Like, if he was motivated, I thought he was a really good fighter. You feel me? So like, I think a lot of people sleep on Buster Douglas, and I think some people sleep on Andy Ruiz because they see his size and everything like that. Whereas, nah, Ruiz will knock your ass out, and yeah, and this shit is real. So even though I think Wilder, I'm sure he would beat him now. Anyway, just interesting, just some thoughts and perspectives and everything like that. The next thing I want to talk about is Leo Santa Cruz. He said he's moving up to 130. How you feel about that, man? Like, Leo Santa Cruz is good. What you you know what I'm saying? How am for? Maybe he'll fight. What's his name? Gervonta Davis.
Get beat.
You think so?
Yeah. Gervonta Davis might be king of the featherweights right now.
Man, Leo Santa Cruz.
Super
featherweight. And so, yeah, he's moving up to 130. So
super featherweight. Yeah, he's a king of super featherweights.
And so that's where Leo Santa Cruz is moving to.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just saying, it's big news because maybe...
It's great. Yeah, it's good news. That's good. That's good for the division. But when they clash, Gervonta Davis is probably going to beat him. And I'm not a big Gervonta Davis fan because I think he has some holes in his game. But as of right now, that kid is lights out. He's like they said, like a lot of people are comparing him to a Mike Tyson type for the smaller divisions. Yeah, he might just be. Like, I would love to see him. I don't think he's ready for Loma yet, but I mean, shit, right now, anybody besides Loma, I think he can take him on. Shakur Stevens would be a good fight between them two. Shakur will move up.
Shakur, he's waiting. That's down the line.
I bet it is down the line. They both are probably trying to build their shit, get their shit together, just like Teofimo trying to get his stuff together as a lightweight. But, I mean, Santa Cruz, I don't think he can beat
really good.
Yeah, I bet, but Gervonta...
That'd be a big fight, though. It would be a big fight, like, on, like, Showtime or something like that. Or whatever. But anyway, so that's the news is Leo Santa Cruz is coming up to 130 pounds. So next thing is, speaking about your man's Eddie Hearns, and that's Jordan's man's right there. So I know, I'm just playing. I know he don't really fuck with Eddie Hearns too much. He said, and y'all probably agree on this, he said Canelo should be fighting Demetrius Andrade.
Yeah, he got something right.
He's tired of seeing Canelo ignoring champions at 160 or 168. I don't even. I'm not. I think. I think Andrade's at 160. or I'm not sure. He's either 160,
It
168.
don't fucking matter. He's
He's
tired of
ignoring.
that shit, and he's saying that's a good thing. But Eddie Hearns, come on now, don't be calling everybody else out. Don't be calling everybody else out now because
he's mad. He doesn't like Golden Boy.
Don't be calling everybody else out when your fighter wasn't fighting Deontay, when he was ducking Deontay.
Right, exactly.
So I don't want to hear none of that. But I agree with him though. But hey, let's just see what's gonna happen. Canelo.
He's ducking him, man. I told you he's a yellow belly, man. He you know what I'm saying? He not trying to fight nobody. He ain't trying to fight Andrade. He ain't trying to fight Caleb Smith. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get Kovalev because he think he can catch an old Kovalev.
Yeah, you're going to get an older gentleman to move down in weight. To cut
exactly.
so
To come down to him.
Yep. If I'm him, I'm gonna be like, you want to fight me, you move up. It's going to be, your name going to make the fight anyway, so come on, move up so we can get paid. And let's do this thing. I'm not coming down to your weight class. So you're moving up. Do what Roy did. Roy moved up. Roy kept moving up, and then he peaked. Do what he did, or don't do what he did, and stay in your division and dominate your division.
Yeah, bro, just fighting 175.
Do what Loma saying. Loma said that about Mikey Garcia. It was a crazy idea to move up. Why move up? Why won't you stay at this division?
Because he ain't want to fight Loma.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to, and Loma said, I'm not moving up. No, it's not a good idea for me. He said, I wish Mikey all the best, but it's not, that's just not for me. I can't move. It's just
not
for
the 147.
It's not for me. Yeah, it's not for him. And that's a good thing. Like, no, it's not for him.
He skipped 140 and jumped to 147. I don't know, cuz was Mikey Garcia was tripping. He was trying to get that big fight with Errol Spence, and so I guess whatever works, money talks, bullshit walks 1,000 miles, as they say. So the next thing is kind of still on the Eddie Hearns thing, is they said Caleb Smith might be thinking about leaving Matchroom Boxing and might be looking to come with a U.S. promoter, whether it be Golden Boy or Top Rank or whoever.
That'll be good for him because he'll get a lot more exposure.
I mean, the British fans, they love their fighters, though.
I know they do, but that'll be even more. He'll get a lot more exposure.
He should come to Golden Boy and fight Canelo. Canelo would probably duck him even if they was on the same fucking promotion. You feel me?
Just go somewhere, pick somewhere that you want. I mean, Top Rank. I don't mind Top Rank. I think what was that, Bob Arum? I think that
Bob Arum was Top Rank.
I think Top Rank is tight. I like Bob Arum for real. I think that he puts on good fights. I think that he tries to put on good fights, and he tries to get the fights that people want to see. I like him for real, but
way better than Don King.
Yeah, I like him. He does a good job, and I respect him too, because he be trying to look out for Bud Crawford too. So I mean, I respect Bob Arum. Top Rank they could put on some good fights too. Most of the recent fights I've watched have been Top Rank fights, and I've liked them more than some of the Showtime fights I've watched. Besides the Deontay Wilder fight with Dominic Brazil, and the Wilder fight, and the Deontay versus Tyson Fury fight. So other than that, Top Rank is a good competitor, and I think that it's a good promotion and they have a good promoter. If he's going to come to the U.S., he should. If he's going, like I said, if he's going to come to the U.S., he should be with Bob Arum. Like, if he's going to do it, I don't trust Oscar De La Hoya. As you can see, I don't trust him because of the Canelo situation. Got Canelo dodging, even though him and Canelo beefing. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man, you're still your guy when you're a promoter. You still his promoter, and you still your guy. He's a ducker. I'm tired of that ducking shit, bro. You gotta fight. You got a belt. You need to fight. Stop trying to move around and fight.
Man, because he trying to keep his record. I mean, I know it's already blemished having lost to Floyd and I guess having the draw or whatever, but with Triple G, and I thought he lost the second fight, to be honest. But I don't know. I mean, he's just trying to keep his record as good as possible. So the better he looks, I guess it keeps the gravy train rolling, so to speak. And so he wants to fight fights that he thinks he can win. And remember, that motherfucker is only 5'9", so he ain't trying to take on.
It's gonna get stale once in a while. It's gonna get stale soon.
Yeah, that act is starting to
weigh on. It's gonna weigh on the fans. Fans are really gonna start to see, like, once they start seeing like people like take Tyson Fury for instance. I can understand him fighting somebody unknown as his first fight to come back in and work himself back in. He took Deontay Wilder. Okay, that was his last biggest fight besides his last fight before he
said
went out.
They did it too soon. That's what he said.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I mean, maybe they did do it too soon, but hey, whatever's clever. I still think if they would have waited, I think Deontay Wilder would have won. Like, that's just my opinion. Um,
I think he needed that fight. Like, I think that was a great fight for Wilder because it exposed him to one of the top guys in the heavyweight division. I'm not saying he had
helped him expose some of his game too, so he can work on his game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like I said, I like this Canelo and Fury. Their fighting matchups, their selections kind of look the fucking same. Like, who the fuck is who did Tyson Fury? Otto Wallen. He's fighting Otto Wallen, right? Then he just fought Schwartz before that. Jesus Christ, come on, okay. And then ESPN's building these guys up like, oh, they're undefeated. They've been fighting. Who they been fighting?
Nobody's.
All right, yeah, come on, man. I don't want to know. No.
The substitute teacher from Oxnard High School.
Yeah, for real. Like, come on now. It's gonna get stale once. It's gonna get stale soon. Like, you seeing you fighting bums and you not giving people that deserve a shot. Like, come on, Canelo. Like, just fight Andrade. If you take that L, you take that L. Work your way back. But you did when you lost to Floyd, and you never lost after that, right? No.
Mm-mm.
So what's the problem? So come on, man. Don't act like that.
See, it was okay with it was Floyd, and he was a young Canelo, and he was a welterweight Canelo, so I guess he kind of views that as different. But I don't think you should move up to light heavy though. That's what
I'm not saying move up there. I don't think he should fight.
That would be bad. Do not go past super middleweight at 168. Do not go past that shit because
you might just end up getting slaughtered.
Yeah, and that shit's gonna be real embarrassing for Golden Boy and for you. So anyway, should be interesting to see how it all plays out. So, the last thing that I want to talk about, and I don't know, I mean, we talk about anything else during the show for real. But the last boxing thing I really want to focus on was the fight this weekend, and that is Lomachenko is fighting Luke Campbell over in England. And I think it starts at like 4 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, so the fight should be on probably like 6, like our time, like 6 p.m. So, should be interesting to see how it all plays out. But Jordan, how do you think it's gonna?
Loma wins.
I'm saying how you predict it. Like what?
Loma wins. Either he's gonna give us a 10th round or no, an 8th round knockout or 8th round TKO, or he's gonna win by unanimous decision.
I think he wins pound for pound, man. TKO.
Pound for pound champ. Luke Campbell ain't no slouch though.
He's not a slouch, but he's not like
he's
a
not
top
a big,
guy.
No, he's not. So that's what I'm saying. He's not a slouch, but he's not a top guy either. But that's why I say Loma's going to.
He's probably going to come in that joint hungry, and he over from England, so it's going to be a
so it don't matter. He got everything. He got everything to gain, nothing to lose, and Loma got everything to lose.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
you really think the pound for pound king's going to go in there and
to lose to Luke Campbell?
To a guy I've never seen Loma go in being in a match where he is slacking off. I've never seen that from him. Not yet so far. So. I don't think he will have an Anthony Ruiz, Anthony Joshua episode. I think Loma's gonna go out there, fight his fight. He's gonna beat that body like he always does, and he's gonna overpower his opponent, and he's gonna take control of the ring the whole entire time. Loma is a dog. He's a pound for pound king for a reason. Even though I believe Earl Spence is, Loma, I respect you because you are, like, for real, you are the pound for pound king. Like, son, you deserve that joint. In my eyes, you deserve that. You pound for pound king for real.
Yeah, Loma's nasty and shit, man. And you know who be fucking with Loma is Teddy Atlas. He be saying, he be like, well, most kids, when they was 3 years old, they had Mickey Mouse. Loma had boxing gloves. You know what I'm saying? Like he loves some Lomachenko. But nah, I think he's a monster, though. I think he's really good. To me, he's the best pound for pound fighter in the world, and I think Luke Campbell is good, but I don't think he's Lomachenko.
This is being realistic. He's not even disrespecting Luke Campbell. Like,
he like I said, he's decent. He's no pushover. Like he's no Otto Wallen or Tom Schwartz, but man, he's not. I don't think he's on the level of Lomachenko. Lomachenko's like on like a different level. So. Should be interesting to see how it all plays out. That fight's gonna be on Saturday. Like I said, the event starts at 4 o'clock. So you know how it is with the boxing matches. It'll probably be the main event probably don't come on until 6. So anyway, make sure to be tuned in. Should be interesting like that to watch. You know, arguably the best pound for pound fighter in the world. Watch him fight this weekend, and yeah, it should be good. We'll probably do the show on Saturday. I don't know. Hopefully I don't go out of town, or hopefully Jordan ain't getting into nothing. But Man, how your fantasy football team going, man? I told you I'm about to.
He didn't start yet, but
I know. I'm saying like how they looking like.
I look good. I'm good.
You saw it.
Champ. I'm a defending champ going for a 2-peat, so watch out. Don't worry.
Hey man, I had a down year last year, man. My squad sucked. First year ever that I've ever like gotten bad at fantasy football, and like most years I just be on NFL.com and do it for free. Last year I actually put some money into it and fucking was garbage. So, man, I'm going to join this fantasy league for a little cash, and I'm getting these fucking group messages sent to my phone right now. I'm part of the group jump. So, man, we in different leagues and everything, but we gonna do our draft on the 3rd. So thankfully we ain't nobody draft Andrew Luck yet. Him retiring and shit. So man, I'd have been sick because I'd have fucked around and picked up Andrew Luck. Like that's how much I respected him as a quarterback or whatever. But anyway, that's the way she goes. So we'll see, man. The NFL season about to start here in like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Labor Day this weekend. We get Monday off, thank God. And, yeah, man, everybody have fun, do your thing. Don't be drinking too much. Don't be drinking and driving, texting and driving, doing all that other shit. Yeah, man, you got to be careful out here, man, because you want to be able to make it back home and kick it with your folks and everything like that. Jordan, you have any wrestling news, anything going down in the world?
Nah, just be on the lookout for we're going to be having a Facebook and Instagram page coming out soon, so just be on the lookout for that. Other than that, man, yeah, y'all have a good weekend. Stay blessed, stay safe, and enjoy yourselves. And we'll be back Saturday. All right.
Like, subscribe, follow, everything. I'm Blaze Jays on Instagram, and John Amberger on Facebook. You can search me, find me, all that other good shit.
Yeah, I'm Jay the Great 8 on Instagram. Y'all follow me, and we'll keep you in tune. Like I said, we're gonna look out for the Instagram page and the Facebook page. All right, we'll try to keep you updated on everything. That'll be a faster way for you guys to be updated on all current events that's going on with us, and we'll try to keep you updated on some current events when it comes to the sporting world, mainly boxing. Try to keep you up to date, and we're trying our best to keep the community going and trying to build a community, keep it strong, man. So just continue to support and continue to, like you said, like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button too so you can be notified. All right, I'll holler at y'all, man. Have a good weekend.
We out.